The jagged cliffs, angles meeting the swollen sea, treacherous to the ungainly Alfar, was the homeland our people took. I have seen the places upon the hillside our ancestors forged from sea-sculpted stone. Glir Rathwen, the bluffs of Tawili, were settled near the light of the heavens that glittered brightest, gazing towards Lyria's teardrop, the earth steeple rising to meet her magnificence.
From the naked dirt sprang the Majestics, the firstborn of the wilds of Ashara. Around them, they heard the song of splendor of a once and future summer. And they responded. And the earth moved. The carver shaped, the architect built, and the shaper composed. Departing their home beyond the veil, the firstborn were torn asunder, with a cry that still lingers in the heart of every god tree and mountain. Then emptiness, followed by a darkening sky, and the frost wept with the first winter. The Shaper bequeathed her music to the countryside of marbled ruin. The plains birthed the gentle grass. Listless streams meandered through the verdant hills and babbled of their gentle travel to the face of the windswept cliffs. Thus the symphony of Arethel began.
Someone, please! I've been burglarized!
Another day in the sun.
Have you heard the news? They say there are spies among the refugees. I feel for these people. They've endured more than should be asked of anyone. I'd much rather stand by them than the cold souls of a mere village. It's the neighborhood burned to ash by the Tuatha in the early days of the war. It's been completely rebuilt, of course. Believe it or not, I'm not a native of these fair and forsaken plains. No, I was once a profitable exporter. Yes, that's right. I lost everything in the burn. But goodbye.
Thanks again.
Don't look at me.
What is it now? I've told you before and I'll tell you again. We will leave when there is someplace else for us to go. Tell your friends in Emer that as long as the Tuatha burn our homes, we'll keep searching for a place to settle. They claim to be low on supplies, to be unable to spare even the smallest charity. But I know better. Here we are safe from the Fae, all of them. We are simple people. We don't wish to be pawns in the games of immortals, summer or winter. As for Emer, the villagers have made it very clear that we're not welcome. There would be more understanding if they had endured our hardships. I was raised in Colne and spent my summers fishing the Tawili coast. And when the war came, I threw my lot in with General Tolera. May she forgive herself. I saw them with my own eyes, and I know Tuatha killed my fair share in the war. I am Elrod Edmund, leader. We come from the farms of the Tawili coast. Go there now, and you will find only ruin. There are spies among us, my friend, and they must be rooted out. Will you help me? Kill them. What else? I would do it myself, but I must lead my people. They have no hope left to speak of. My strength is all they have. Fine. Then we shall be discreet. There are 3 whom I suspect of scouting for the Tuatha. They are paid in gold. There is no record of their actions. Onred Amphast is posing as a military recruiter, while Froma and Nag are both residents of our camps in the plain. Be careful. Consider all of them well connected. Be swift. Be merciless. Onred lurks in the shade of the Forsaken Plain mostly. Try Emer, or the West Phalanx. Froma and Nag, good luck.
Look at me.
Welcome.
Greetings, stranger. Have you met Unred Armfast? He says he works for the Alfar Army. I've yet to see any papers. Mind the refugees.
Keep your eyes on your possessions. Hello.
Oh, hello. I don't recognize your face. Strangers are somewhat scarce in a village like this one. Good day. I am Anchor Edmure, scholar and novice sagecrafter. Of course, I may not be a novice much longer. Not after the Scholiar Arcana reads my latest discoveries. I have lived in Amalur for many years, uneventfully so. But recent events have led me to believe that my time here is... You see, my apprentice Donald and I have noticed strange weather patterns that occur only in the Forsaken Plain. I don't have answers yet, but we will. I follow the strains of magic to this spot, across fields and forests, and over sea and stone. There's a great power resting beneath them air. Very few have noticed, but the temperature around the Forsaken Plain is dropping. It's so slight that you wouldn't... I don't know the cause of this phenomenon, but I'm sure whatever it is will greatly interest... They are the supreme authorities on magic, and for years I have petitioned them for membership. Unfortunately, they have yet to recognize my scholarship. Goodbye.
Lovely day, isn't it?
Please, make yourself comfortable. We don't see too many travelers in America. Relax and partake of what our small hamlet has to offer. Refugees from the coast of Twili. They claim their village was burned by Tuatha, but I know better. They began arriving several weeks ago, marching from Gallifore with their belongings dragged behind them. We've given them all we can. This is the birthplace of alchemy in the Feylands. If you want to know more about our history, and about the fascinating flora and fauna of the Forsaken Plain, speak to Molly upstairs. She's a sweetie. No problem. We just fixed one up all nice and tidy. You're welcome to it. Well, you know where to go if you need a place to rest. I never heard of anyone by that name. Britt Hagney is our newest citizen, but he's not a merchant, just a quiet scholar and student. Be well.
Hi. Hello, I'm Orca Tetran, village healer. You're new in Amer. I never forget a face. They are sorry caravan. I, for one, believe their stories. Look what the Tuatha have done. What would stop them from sending warriors to hunt us down by our very hearths? The Tuatha will not rest until they break us. I'm sure you've heard about how Amer is the birthplace of modern herbalism, a cradle of me. I don't care about that. I like the people. We get all sorts of interesting folk in here. Like, I've never met one so obsessed. He goes on and on about his life's work, as if other mortals... You can usually find him holed up in his house across the way, but sometimes he spends time here with us in the tavern. Bye. Stay safe.
Got any coin to spend? How's for a quick fate read? Got the cards all ready. Don't know much about it, really. I'm not from here, I'm just passing through. If you've got a knack for it, there's a living to be scratched out of fate weaving. Farmers nasty out there. But with Freeman plaguing the roads south, there's pleasant travels.
Isn't it a glorious day, as if Helios himself warms us with a smile? I only have a few moments to spare. The Godstorm awaits my return, and it doesn't like to wait. My advice to them would be to gain some perspective. Villages grow. Of course, I don't typically prefer the company of others. Take the leader of these refugees, for example. It is a good place to find the peace I need to complete my work, although the refugees have certainly... I don't know how the Fae in the Cradle of Summer can stand having us so near. Our mortal din is... I have never laid my gaze upon it. Such a thing would not be proper. I am a dustling, a child. I was born in the city of Rathir, an orphan of the Wending. One day, I stumbled upon the Scholia Arcana library, and I found new life. The name doesn't shake loose any memories. Was he a writer too? You didn't? I've been scouring the Forsaken Plain for such documents, but an old man can only stand the hot sun for so long. If you can bring me the rest of that research, I will compensate you accordingly. I am only days from completing the definitive work on the Godstorm, but I need those papers. Never have I been blessed with such good fortune. They are lost to the ages, I'm afraid. Mines such as Awald and Callus are rare. Keep your eyes open.
If you want to chat, visit Molly Janek, the alchemist. She'll keep you busy for hours.
Yes?
Hello there.
May I help you? They are poor creatures. I pity them, as should you. There is very little of interest to know about me. I'm a simple scholar. I am here for the serenity, the quiet. It took much gold to secure a permanent residence here, and for reassurances that there would be few questions. Where did you hear that name? The man you speak of is dead, and all of his wealth has died with him. I told you, I don't know the man. Enough. You're persistent, I understand. What do you want? I want no part of that old life. Not the gold, not the reputation, not the worry. I made that false grave because I was tired of people hounding me for salvation. Wish to know where my money is? I'll tell you. It's gone. All gone. All I have left are my family rings. I just want to be left alone, to start over. Can't you appreciate that? Please, show me some mercy. So it's blackmail, then? My new life is worth more than any jewelry. You should learn that now, lest they try to put a knife in your back. Goodbye.
About time. Someone new. I was beginning to think I'd turn to dust here. Han likes to keep me up here, because down there I fill his ears with talk. Like that's a bad thing. This village is a Molly Janik at your service. I teach alchemy. What can be taught, that is. Most of it. It's big business around here. The magic of the Forsaken Plain has cooked up some mighty strange ingredients, that's for sure. My father was an alchemist. He trained me and my sister Lila to carry on his legacy. Lila hates people. Spends most of her time... Han is an idiot. He's the only one who's imposed this ban on refugees in the village. To what end? They don't want trouble. Only food. Dull. I hate to say it, but the refugees are the most exciting. Here we are between the cradle of summer and Rothia, and I spend my days watching the clouds drift by. What do you want to know? If you're going to spend time with Lila, you might want to prepare yourself beforehand. Lila has spent far too long in the cradle of summer with the Fae and their magic. She's strange, all right. There, I said it.
I'll wait for you.
Oh, good. You again. Don't you dare leave me here to this life of isolation and drudgery. I'm so... bored.
Hello there.
You resemble someone of authority. Two rogues, likely freemen, have stolen a precious item from me. Pay attention! And to think my taxes pay your salary. Disgusting, sweaty, pathetic things. Do not misunderstand me. I have One must keep an eye on every possession since the freemen began to terrorize the plain. Some dare to enter the village. This village was once a bustling crossroads for traders and dealers in the arcane. However, in recent years, it has become a barren outpost for the ignorant. It was an impressive gem sold to me on the road to Haxi. Quite the curio. It is called the Eye of... I've yet to research it thoroughly, but it is certainly valuable. I am W. Mundus, owner of Oddities and Curios by W. Mundus. I have lived in the Mare village for nearly 1 year. I detest... There were two of them, swarthy brutes, hairy, filthy. I shudder at the thought. I am a gentleman, and if you can recover my amulet, I will make it worth your time and effort. I glimpsed them leaving through the back window as they made for the... Name your price. Well, perhaps that's not accurate, but you will win my favour. Excellent. I will stay here, secure, and wait for your return. I've told you everything, fool. Farewell, stranger.
Help me! Bandits stole my amulet, the Eye of Amun, and I must get it back. Please! Haven't you heard? The Tuatha have moved raiding parties inland. Those of us that have survived are moving west, hoping the Summer Fae will provide... Not professional bandits, exactly, but sly enough to cut a living out of this dried and... They should be ashamed of themselves. With all they have, the least they can do is spare a little extra for the dying. We're not... Don't insult me. You know damn well who I am, and what I've done. I'm surprised Imundus's wrinkled old head... I knew the gem was cursed. I overheard Faye speak of it, and of the great trickster Amun. But the curse is... So, old Imundus knows what happened. Well, I don't have the amulet. Gelt does. He took it from me. In exchange, he left his dagger in my shoulder. Hurry, there isn't much time.
Be careful.
Hot out.
Thanks again.
I'm just about ready to give up. Tell me, have you heard any news of Britt Hagney or his final resting place? Great Mithoru! You're even more dazzling than I dared hope. You could have kept them, but you didn't. You are a friend of the Forsaken Plain refugees, and to me. Please, it is paltry, but accept this as thanks. May the Authority watch over you all of your days.
Be safe.
back.